From the Republic of Azerbaijan to the conference participants. Mr. Hajiyev, the stage is yours.
Good morning, dear conference participants. I'm privileged and honored to deliver the message of His Excellency President Ilham Aliyev to the participants of the conference. Dear conference participants, I welcome you to the international conference themed Embracing Diversity, Tackling Islamophobia in 2024, held in Baku. The timing of this event, on the eve of the holy month of Ramadan, for the Islamic world and the International Day to Combat Islamophobia, holds a significant symbolism. Regrettably, Islamophobia trends across the world are on the rise. We are witnessing the portrayal of Islam as a potential threat, with doubt, discrimination, and open hatred against the Muslims becoming increasingly widespread with each passing day. As stated in the United Nations resolution on the International Day to Combat Islamophobia, rising instances of discrimination, intolerance, violence directed against religious communities are the source of particular concern. It's deplorable that today Islamophobia has become integrated into the state policy of numerous Western countries that consider themselves democratic. These countries account for 80% of all manifestations of Islamophobia that occurred around the world in the last year. In some European countries where Islamophobia has skyrocketed and been promoted as an official ideology, such as insulting actions as a burning of holy book of Quran and publishing caricatures of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, are presented as a freedom of speech. France, along with the traditional neo-colonialism policy, is pursuing a policy of open pressure and discrimination and staging various Islamophobic campaigns. Legislative acts and political decisions that are exclusively target Muslims, limiting their rights and freedoms, are often disguised as secularism. In this country, mosques, Muslim community centers, cemeteries are desecrated in one way or another, and Muslim citizens endure oppression. Instead of combating these manifestations that insult the feelings of the Muslims and holding the perpetrators accountable, the governments of those countries are inflaming the Islamophobic feelings. Azerbaijan. Unfortunately, certain Western institutions that also portray themselves as democratic are engaging in anti-Islamic activities. Today, the European Parliament, the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe have become platforms that promote Islamophobia and pursue the policies based on that ideology. The present negative trend is also evident in the operations of some global media entities. They deliberately target Islamic faith and Islamic culture, distort the true essence of Islam, trying to equate it with the terrorism and smear it. We strongly condemn these trends that increasingly aim to tarnish our religion. Looking at a world map, we can see that Muslims are the ones that suffer from terrorism the most. Azerbaijan is also a country that suffers from the Islamophobia. Among the dire consequences of Armenia's 30-year-long occupation of our lands was a deliberate destruction, annihilation of our cultural heritage of universal value, including the monuments associated with the Islamic faith. While initial estimates suggest that 65 mosques had been razed to the ground during the occupation, unfortunately that number is steadily increasing, as numerous new examples of Armenian vandalism against Islamic heritage continue to emerge. Furthermore, discoveries have been made regarding the hundreds of Muslim cemeteries razed to the ground with a deliberate alteration and falsification of the designation of the Muslim places of worship, mosques and tombs. In most cases, these sites were used as barns for animals considered haram in our religion. Such offensive actions insult not only our feelings, but also those of the Muslims of the world. In the meantime, destruction of Azerbaijan's Islamic historical and cultural heritage in the territory of Armenia is also particularly regrettable and matter of concern. Azerbaijan has raised this matter with the UNESCO, calling for the technical mission to be sent to that country for assessing the conditions of our cultural and religious sites subjected to destruction in Armenia for years. Unfortunately, to this day, UNESCO is yet to respond to our request. We take pride in Azerbaijan being a multinational, multi-confessional country. Representatives of all religions and ethnic groups live here in peace as one family. Religious equality and inclusivity safeguarded in our country as an asset, and what is a way of life for the Azerbaijani people, serving as a source of strength. Stemming from that, it is only natural that respectful multicultural values constitutes one of the priority directions of our state policies. On the global scale, as well, our country is doing its utmost best to encourage and promote peace, peaceful coexistence, and humanism values. Azerbaijan supports harmonic relations among diverse cultures and spearheads numerous global initiatives focused on inter-civilizational and intercultural dialogue to foster mutual understanding. A vivid testimony is that there is a long-standing tradition of hosting both formal and intercultural dialogue in Baku in May. In the 21st century, there must be no place for Islamophobia, xenophobia, or racism. Associating terrorism and extremism within a civilization or ethnic group is an erroneous approach. Using religion for political motives only serves to divide and incite confrontation in the societies. Such manifestations also deprive the humankind from the ideal of humanism and universal values, ultimately resulting in intercivilizational conflicts. Today's event showcases Azerbaijan's determination to combat Islamophobia as one of the challenges of the modern era. I am confident that this conference will make a contribution to concerted efforts to combating Islamophobia and generating fresh initiatives aimed at promoting the culture of tolerance and peace founded on the respect for religious and faith diversity. I extend my best wishes to you and wish conference success. And I also wish happy and blessed Ramadan to all our participants who celebrate. Ilham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan.